Hey, everybody. How's it
Vamp
going?
for me.
Hey,
How you all doing while we have Craig join up with us?
yeah, we're here. We've made it. Let me make sure. Oh, it's even coming through.
Now recording.
Thanks,
There we
Craig.
go.
We love you, Craig.
Craig's a great guy.
Creepy as he is, yes.
Yeah, right. Creepy old Craig. Yeah, that's so Craig.
All right, well, I'll take it off, guys, if you don't mind. We are back with another Notorious DMG live recording. This time it is Delta Green Session 3. I'm Bert, GM. I go by BizLab on all the internet thingies out there. I am the host and primary GM of the podcast of Steam, Steel, and Murder. And Chuck, why don't you take off next and tell us whatever you want to pimp out there.
Okay. Hey guys, I am Chuck of I do that every time. Hey, I'm Chuck of Defenders of Kobold. We're a live stream Twitch group. We run things like Dungeons and Dragons. Right now we're knee deep in Zweihander, and it's fantastic. I don't know. That's it. I'm playing Brick, and I did not stab anyone last session. So
Nope. Just started a fire and punched a hippie.
Yep. That's it.
And just go right down the screen there from our Discord.
Sure. All right. I'm Matt, aka Jowzam. I stream over on Grim and Perilous Gaming, the official streaming site for Zweihander and everything powered by Zweihander. Right now, I am running Tiny Dungeons with the module Jungle Tomb of the Mummy Bride on Tuesday nights. Fridays, we're doing Forbidden Lands. That's our long-term ongoing campaign. I was going to say the only one on the channel, but tomorrow night, we're doing Call of Cthulhu, Masks of Nyarlathotep, which is also a long-term running campaign. We're just really early into it, and that's going to take us a while. Yeah, stop by and join us. We got lots of fun things. Lots of cool things coming up on the horizon as well.
All right. I guess I'm next.
Yes.
All right. So my name is Khalil Roberson. I run a D&D YouTube channel called Khalil Roberson. And on that channel, I gave a lot of DM advice, specifically related around D&D, but for the most part, you can apply it to any other tabletop role-playing games. I also do homebrew monsters in order to give your table a little bit more pizzazz on it. And I run a Discord called Storyteller's Paradise, which if you'd love to join that, then just head over to my YouTube channel, check any of the videos descriptions, and hop in my Storyteller's Paradise because we just enjoy talking to each other and helping each other learn. And it's a nice safe space for new DMs, old DMs to meet up and just having a fantastic time playing tabletop roleplay.
Yeah, I just started watching your channel there, Khalil. It's good stuff. Really
Good stuff. And his Discord is a great place, but I do have to say, Chuck, you do owe him. You have to leave his Discord server if you're currently in there.
Oh, you're right. I do. Man.
Well, let's kick it off with Chuck's character, Brick. What thing that happened last session does Brick really take to heart? What does he remember the most?
Just a little bit of fire, a little bit of punching hippies. Exciting Friday night, right? No, we were investigating what was going on with the stolen book and scroll. So we were in the basement of the library after we infiltrated our way into the lock and key section, the secure area.
The basement?
The basement.
As some may call it.
The anti-attic.
The anti-attic, yeah. And so we found where the scroll was, or I don't remember if it was the scroll or the book in this one, but where the thing we were looking for, where it was stolen from. And Doc pointed out, like, hey, it looks like this, because there was that clear slime stuff on the glass where it was broken out. And Doc pointed out, it looks like, something punched it, and like that was the blood it left. I was very concerned that there was some more of those gross slugs around, so I'm like, to be safe, let's just burn it down. That way, one, there's no evidence, and two, if one of those things is down here, it'll be dead. But the doc door that I was planning to escape out of, it was locked from the other side. So we had to leave the front door. Yeah, it was
That
great.
sounds good. Doc, you pick it up. What are some things that happened that
Yeah.
Doc particularly remembers?
I'll rewind on the ooze and the creatures. So before that, we went to the museum. At the museum, we went to a wing or a hall that was closed off. It was under quote unquote construction. And this is where a break in had happened previously. So we went there to go check it out because we were told it was tied to, I cannot see it off the top of my head or off my list of what this was. But when we got there, we found a podium, and there was some smashed glass atop the podium, and there was a terrible, terrible, terrible stench in this room. And upon closer inspection of the podium, we saw, I want to say it was, how big was it, guys? A small, it was like, what, the size of your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Translucent, kind of like maggot worm thing crawling around in there. Did it or did it not have like a fang, a single fang or tooth? Or am I just making this up? Am I adding to the story?
It just seemed to be a bit of sludge. No orifice or mouth or teeth.
That's the the insanity getting to me. I can't keep thinking what reality and what isn't real straight anymore. So we saw this thing floating around in there, and what did we do to it, Chuck? We were going to do something, and we caused a hell of a racket. You drop kicked it or something.
I was going to kick it over, and once it was out, I was going to squish it or something. I don't remember my exact train of thought. But yeah, it was fastened to the ground, and I should have checked if it was, solid or not, and I didn't. So I hurt my foot. We made a huge racket. Luckily, Kato was able to stall long enough for you and I to escape out the window.
That's right. So that's the goo and stuff that Brick was talking about in his recap. So that's what I have from last week or last session. It's like 3 weeks ago.
All right, and Kato. What does Kato remember from last time?
All right, so you guys are pretty spot on about everything. Both of the places, the library and museum, on the night of the items being stolen, there was a storm, and then specifically to the museum, I believe it seemed like there was something used, like lightning struck. And I think also to the library, like lightning struck and hit the building and caused a cave-in hole thingy majig. I think there was like three lightning strikes, or 3 windows were shattered in the library. Specifically, what was stolen from the museum were Native American documents, a hammered bark scroll, and in the library there were scrolls from Hermes, a Victorian-era alchemist, and they both happened between midnight and 8 a.m., and the natives, we recognized, I think, that something about the Native American scroll or hammered, the scroll was from the Chow Chow tribe, which weren't a natural tribe because they actually had performed a rite where they ate their children, but they always had a long life, even though they had no one else to sustain their new life. And that's it.
Yeah, pretty good. And he brought up something that is important, that both locations had really bad storms the night that the break-in happened. Something else that of similarity that tied them together. But we're taking up this one, session 3, as you are fading into the crowd after a burnt library is being left behind you, and you're kind of fading into the crowd of the street as fire trucks and police are descending on the location after you started a fire in the record collection area and the warehouse below. So let's take it up from there.
Yeah, guys, we should definitely skedaddle.
Let's head over to our hotel.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. The cops, they already know who we are. They know our faces. They know we're staying because of you guys. Let's get out of here now. We gotta go.
Yep.
Let's go.
So considering you have been taking public transport to get to most of these places, what's your game plan? So you are in Wainimi, the Wainimi area.
Yep. And we need to get to something with an L.
Fremont is
Fremont.
Is where your hotel is. It's not very far. It's across town, but it's a long walk if you don't choose to get some kind of transportation.
Yeah, we gotta. I say we
bus it.
Yeah, we cut out a few blocks and then try and hop a bus.
Sure, the rapid transport system in this area is actually pretty good. They have buses essentially running every 20 minutes. You don't have to wait long. Hop on them. And where are you going to go? Are you going to go back to Fremont and your hotel and reorganize, or
Yeah, I think
otherwise?
I'm good with
Yes,
that.
I think we should.
Okay. So yeah, you're hearing news reports. The buses all play the local news channels, and they're talking about a fire, which they're now calling a string of arson attempts at local establishments.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, you failed to mention that. Yes, you also did start a fire in the museum as well.
Oh, wait.
Did we?
Did we?
No, we didn't.
We were going to come back at nighttime and then rob it and set it on fire.
That's true. That's true.
That was the plan. Come back under the cover of the night and then light fires.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, good enough. All right, yeah. So they're calling it an arson attempt for this location that you're hearing over the news.
I say, and I whisper this to everyone that way no one else can hear us. I say that we take a few days to lay low. We still have a long time left on our obligation to the green, and let the flamey flames pass over.
Whoa, Kato, come on. Let's get this done and over with. We all got lives to get back to.
Yeah, the longer
We can't sit on this.
Yeah, the longer we hang out here, the more likely they are to find us.
The Doc's got good dumpsters that have great food in that he's just missing out on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, let's get this done fast.
All right, so you guys make it back to your hotel room. If I remember right, you guys have been hanging the "Do Not Disturb" sign on the outside, so nobody goes through and rifles through the room.
Yep, because I'm sick and tired of people trying to deal with my anti-tank rifle.
Yeah, and some of the things are hidden around. Good enough. So you are back at headquarters. What leads do you want to follow up on now, or what is your next big adventures?
So what do we got left, guys?
We did the library and the museum. Look at my notes or my terrible jumble of notes.
We haven't done the two kids yet.
Right, we need to go talk to that gas corporation, the anesthesiologist place or whatever.
Critical gas.
Critical gas. We got to take care of critical gas, but we've got unfinished business at the museum, or the museum still. We left before we could take care of that slug thing, and I definitely think going back at the cover of night and starting a fire there might be a good idea too.
You know what? Actually, let's just burn the whole place down because I didn't like the way that lady was talking.
You know what? I'm good with that.
We try and find a way for us to do this without being so close to the area that we could possibly be suspected. I know that there was a lot of double, like 2-story and 3-story buildings surrounding the library that gave us advantage.
You mean the museum? Why don't we just steal a car?
Steal a car, drive it in, blow it up.
Drive it in, start a fire.
Whoa, fellas, we're blowing things up now?
No, we're starting fires.
I think blowing up sounds fine.
Actually, considering one of the things that is mission appropriate for Delta Green is figuring out what your fade out is, like what story is going to be put out to the press or otherwise for anything to cover your trail. I mean, you could be setting up a fade out with an arsonist that has been starting these things. I mean, it's something to think about. You might want to start dropping some clues that there's a local arsonist that is targeting places.
That's what I was going for the whole time, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
I think I was playing into the whole gang violence because the cops know we're in a gang and all that stuff.
The cops think we're that. The cops don't think we're arsonists.
Ooh, so blame arsonists in order to keep our mouths out of that.
Yeah, we can be. Yeah, I don't want to point a finger right back at us.
Yep, nope, I agree with that.
So with that, we do need to leave a trail or something like that. We need to light that museum on fire. But also, I think we need to try and do a couple of unsuccessful fires too.
Well, what we could do is keep on burning stuff to the ground, and on our last thing that we need to burn down, we pay some sort of someone who has some sort of dependency, maybe a druggie or two, to go and burn.
Hey, I resent that.
Yeah, why do you gotta throw Doc under the bus?
I'm not doing your dirty work for you.
You're a respectable man. Obviously, you're not a druggie. You just have a refined taste for narcotic.
No, he's a druggie.
Brick, come on. Don't need to be talking about Doc like that.
Don't shame him.
I'm not shaming him. He has respectful taste.
As I'm sniffing glue in the corner, yeah. Yeah.
But we found the hotel markers. He's got a little paper bag, and he's huffing.
Oh my god. But yeah, we can find someone easily convinced and have them burn another place down. Make it easy for them to get caught, and then phase out.
That's a lot of moving parts there.
That's Kato. I think you're getting ahead of yourself here. What's our end game, fellas? What are we going for here? Yes, we want to light fires. I get it. But what's going to get us out of this damn mission? What's going to make our employers happy?
Killing whatever took these artifacts, take the artifacts, and either destroy them or bring them back to our employer.
That's only part of the puzzle, though.
We gotta wrap up any loose ends.
Well, so far the only loose ends that we have are those 2 police officers.
I'll tell you what, fellas. You know what we do? We go to the museum tonight. We light a fire, and then we go break into critical gas and go get some information. What do you guys think about that?
That's a fucking plan right there.
I agree. Let's go for it.
Yep. Do we still need to steal a car?
Yes.
Okay.
Steal all the cars.
I have a 40 in drive. I don't know about breaking into cars, but I'm good at driving.
There's a knock on the door as you guys are discussing things.
Oh, man.
Right. I dive under the bed.
I'll go answer the door. Oh, no. Kato, do you want to answer the door?
There's a call from outside. Room service. I'm sorry to bother you, gentlemen, but it's been a few days, and I'm sure you're going to need some fresh, clean linen in there and some towels. I see your do not disturb in here, but you're going to need some clean stuff in there.
Kato just sticks his head out, making sure to make the door doesn't open all the way so they can see inside. Excuse me, is it a woman that's at the door?
It is. She's got these big plastic frame glasses on. She's wearing very brightly colored clothing, lots of yellows and bright green.
Hi. So here's the thing. I have very, very sensitive skin, and the first night here, I wound up having a breakout to the laundry detergent that you were using. So we've been trying to keep you all out from doing the laundry, so that way this current bedding could get used up and I can be able to sleep on it without getting hurt. I hope that is no problem.
No, it's fine, sir. I'm sorry that our linens cause such problems.
It's all right.
Anything we can do for you? Do you need some more of the honor bar items? Do you need some more coffee filters? Any more packages of coffee in there?
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Here, I'll just and she just hands over like a box of stuff. It's like, this is just everything I usually put in a room.
Thank you so much. And just try to not change out the sheets because it'll just make my skin act up again, and I really don't like walking around being a red black man, if you know what I mean.
Sure, sir. I'm sorry that you've had such a bad experience.
It's all right. It happens everywhere.
Have a good day.
You too. Take care. And I just closed the door. God damn, these room service people are really, really want to get in this room.
So you're holding a box that's got a bunch of the single-use coffee filters and extra coffee, tea, that sort of thing, and a couple of rolls of toilet paper, some soap, some shampoo. Oh, and the little bottles of alcohol.
Yoink. Doc will scoop those up. Actually, he'll crack one and start drinking it. Why did you guys tell her not to come back? Tell her just to stay away. We don't need her.
Basically, kind of ish did. Look, I was thinking on the spot.
Listen, we could have knocked her out and left her body at one of the scenes. Oh my god, I'm starting to sound like the two of you. Let's get this over and done with. Is it nightfall? Let's go find a car.
Let's go get a car.
We just gotta go scorched earth, guys. Start killing everyone.
Right. You gonna try and grab a car here in this parking lot, or are you gonna?
God, no.
No.
Let's give it a couple of. Let's hop a bus, ride out maybe 20 minutes or so, and go steal a car somewhere else.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. You want to head in what destination you're going to try for first? Are you going? So this would be late afternoon, early evening.
Let's head towards the museum, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, that's in Fremont as well. Then, so you basically just get off on the last stop on the bus. It's within a couple blocks of the museum or something. You want to do that?
Absolutely, yeah.
That sounds great.
So you dropped off in a parking lot next to like a 24-hour IHOP Waffle House sort of a mom and pop store, though. It's not a franchise. Sign this just says 24/7 on it. It's got a picture of a plate of waffles and a donut and a cup of no other name, just 24/7.
God, I
Parking
bet that
lot
place
is about half full.
What else is in the area? Like, what's across the street?
What's a tire place next door? There's like a little auto place that's already closed up for night. So is a tire shop back. So this is about 7:00.
At the tire place, they got any vehicles out in their lot?
Actually, they've got several that look like they were probably dropped off to have some repairs. They've also got a few company vehicles there as well. There's a tow truck. And there's like a minivan.
Oh man, let's take that minivan, guys.
Should we? So it's only about 7:00. Do you guys want to go out?
It's still light out, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't get dark until after 8.
Guys, why don't we get a nice table at the window here so we can watch? We'll scope out across the street. We'll get some coffee. We'll have some food, and let's just kind of see what's going on around here before we just dive in.
What do you
say?
That's a great idea, Doc. Let's go get some pancakes.
He cracks open the other bottle of scotch he has and just guzzles it in front of the restaurant and puts it back in his coat before stepping in.
All right. So you step in. The diner is actually about half full. Looks like there's a lot of people here that are probably regulars, as they seem to know each other. They know the waitresses by name. There's a big fat bald guy behind the counter. It's got one of these open air places where you can see him cook. And he's like pouring down in sweat. His wife beater t-shirt that he's wearing, showing these hairy armpits as he's flipping waffles, making pancakes, sausages cooking in the background.
All right.
Let's go get us a booth by that window, guys.
Yeah. Maybe we should seen together all the time, break up continuity a little bit.
We walked in together. It's too late for that. Let's go get a booth by the window.
Walk in and scatter.
The waitress doesn't even ask for your order yet. Just plops down mugs of coffee, lays just a carafe of coffee on the table. Definitely full leaded. Doesn't even ask if you want the unleaded variety. Creamer goes down, pulls out a notepad. She's got this like blaze orange, reddish kind of hair. Obviously a dye job. It's chewing on some chewing gum. She's got these gaudy makeup and huge hoop earrings on. She's like, "What can I take for you tonight, guys?"
Pancakes, eggs over easy, bacon, hash browns.
What's the special?
she reads back the order that we just given to her.
I'll take one.
I'll just take some pancakes and egg whites.
Egg, just the whites.
Just the whites.
Okay.
I wanna lean over to Kato. You know, we're supposed to be keeping a low profile here.
Look, break.
Several televisions scattered around the place, and the news is playing now as the fire that apparently burned down most of the library.
Oh my god.
Fire chief is on. He's got the smoke covered face. He's got his hat underneath his arms. As best we can tell, it started in the very depths of the library near the air intake systems. Those suckers just pulled the heat and flames up to the whole. Imagine how flammable things kept in a library are.
So lean to the waitress, say, "Do you mind turning that down? It's bothering me."
Shows pictures of people fleeing the scene. You guys see yourselves actually kind of heading off rather quickly.
Oh man, we're gonna get
Actually, hey Brick, make me a luck roll.
Oh,
God.
Lower.
okay. Before we go on the thing tonight, we all need to get fake mustaches to wear.
Oh my god.
All right, going high.
Oh,
Oh.
So there's somebody caught on film as you punched out the library clerk. It's just real quick. It's like just a couple of frames.
Oh, that's God.
Nobody makes anything of it. It's just like like half a second of film that just as the camera sweeping by and the.
God.
Maybe we should burn that place down next.
What place? The fucking news channel?
Burn it down.
Whoa. Guys,
sure.
no. Hey, I'm gonna kind of hush you. This waitress is still standing there. Guys, let's finish ordering.
Oh.
Oh man.
Just the white.
So yeah, the news just goes on that apparently the air intake systems just pull the flames all through the building. It's a total loss. The building's mostly not even standing anymore. It burned through the floors. Everything inside collapsed.
Imagine the insurance on that.
Oh, as far as many injured so far, we're not sure if anyone died in the conflagration. Hospitals have numerous people in for smoke inhalation, minor injury. And the news wraps up with the anchor saying, if anyone can provide information. So it's just a general plea for anyone that was around the library there that day, saw anything suspicious. The firefighters are definitely saying it was set with an accelerant. This was an intended blaze. It was not an accident. Now, of note, you guys didn't look suspicious on the screen. You just kind of cringe a bit as you see yourselves on. No one really made any comment on it. You don't look any different than anyone else fleeing the scene.
I wait for the waitress to leave, and I say to the other gents, so we could either just leave it and let that just burn, pun not intended, or we can possibly, bring their false witness and utilize my insurance. Nope, never mind. I just realized the badness of that. We're just gonna let it burn.
So how long you guys going to sit here enjoying your breakfast? It's actually pretty good, by the way, despite the looks of the cook behind the oven there. Surprisingly good.
It's got to
seems to be not out of a box. He's all doing it by scratch.
Nice.
When does dusk start to set in?
About an hour.
Has the parking lot started to thin out in the diner that we're
Definitely
in?
so. It looks like people are like dining down. They just real quick, everybody comes in, scarfs down food. Most people don't stay here for more than 15, 20 minutes before. A lot of people coming in just for filling up coffee containers. A lot of truckers come through and they just bringing in these big containers. They get filled up with coffee. Yeah, but come dusk, you guys are pretty much the only people here sitting. Most people are just coming in, getting stuff to go. Apparently, it's a popular spot for coffee.
Okay, so across the street at the tire place,
Yeah, lights have been off for a good hour now.
our van is still sitting there that we
Still
want.
sitting there. Yep.
All right, fellas. I say we square up our bills and we head on over and get our wheels for the night.
So you wait long enough that the street lights actually come on and the lights that are around some of the buildings. So you're actually, you've got some fairly good cover. The place is viewable from the diner that you're in, especially since you've been watching the place from there. But other than that, it's kind of in a little cul-de-sac. There's not a lot around it that can be observed.
All right. So we just pay our bill and head on over?
Let's pay our bill, and walk around the block. Come around to the back of that tire shop.
Agreed.
And then snatch that van.
Sounds good.
All right, you do so. Back at the tire shop, it's got these, the roll down bays that cars would come into. There's a few more cars back here. These all look like they are currently being worked on. Like some of them are actually up on jacks, wheels removed, that sort of thing.
All right. I'm assuming the building's locked, so I want to try to. Is it locked?
Yeah. If you rattle the door handle, actually, no, it's not locked.
Oh, this is easy. Oh no! Alarms. Alarm.
Not in the 70s.
I'm not so worried about alarms, but if it's unlocked, they don't leave it unlocked for
guard dog.
Something.
Stealth in?
Well, that thought crosses your mind there, Kato. And you do kind of hear something scratching around inside there. You think that thought's not too far off. There's probably a dog in there.
I could. Ooh, I do have. No, I don't want to discharge a weapon. I realize I sound like a murder hobo right now, but I'm really trying to not kill things. But Kato could possibly stealth through, or even just hotwire the cars.
Yeah, let's just hotwire the car. We don't need to go inside this joint.
Yeah, let's just hotwire a car on the backside. Do we need
Sure.
to take
Has anybody got any kind of skill at hot wiring a car?
I have drive.
I was wondering the same thing before we started doing this.
Because you're figuring the car keys are probably in this building. But of course, if anyone's able to hotwire a car, you can go that route as well.
What would we use for hot wiring? Because I got drive.
You need a coat hanger and you need a screwdriver, a flat-headed screwdriver.
Yeah, we'll take a skill. This is not something that someone could commonly just do. But I would take any number of things. Like if you've got any kind of mechanic skill in there, drive's really not going to do it. That tells you how to operate the car, not necessarily how to repair or fix it. If you've got any craft skills around machinery, anything like that, I'd take. If you've got any skills in just breaking and entering into things, that would be fine too.
I don't.
What are these military science things? What do those mean?
Which ones?
Military science ground. What does that apply to?
That's basically tactics.
Gotcha. Okay. So how's everybody's heavy machinery or machinery?
Just base. Nothing special.
Yeah, if somebody just wanted to try and strong arm the lock, I mean, that's fine. You can just make an attribute roll to try and bust the lock.
Brick.
A lot of the cars at the time, the steering columns didn't lock, so you just as somebody said, pull the wires out, jump the car, and you're up and rolling. So if you want to just try that, that's fine too.
Yep, I'm gonna give it a shot. Is the door to the van, are they all locked up?
Yeah, all the cars are locked up. If you just casually just try some of the doors as you're walking to the van, they all seem to be locked. Tell you what, make me another luck roll.
Just Brick?
Say yeah, just Brick, since he's the one doing it. Just say high or low.
High. Yes! All right.
The doors are all locked, but somebody forgot to lock the rear panel. So like it's got a sliding door on the side. It's got a rear door. Everything's locked, but somebody forgot to lock the rear door.
In I go, awkwardly clambering over the seats until I plop myself down in that driver's spot. I'll unlock the other doors as I go through.
All right. Yeah. So you're sitting in the seat. He's unlocked the doors, guys.
Then
Okay, I'll get in the back.
like I said, I'll try and rip that the steering column, the casing off of that, and see if I can get to the wires.
Yep.
I'm gonna do an
Do you have
athletics.
any kind of skill at all with crafting or anything else? Or
Nope.
I have done something.
you have what? Gunsmithing?
Maybe.
No, that's not gonna do. Okay, I tell you what. So you fumble around a little bit. I mean, you know the basics. You've driven cars before. You're able to locate the two wires that go to the ignition. I'll give it to you. Yeah, sure. You just you touch them together, you get a little spark going, and the engine starts.
Yeah.
Good
All
job,
right.
Brick.
What?
You want to drive, Brick?
I am not getting out of this driver's seat. Let's fucking go, cowboy.
All right.
Truth be told, you probably watched enough television shows where this exact thing was done. So.
Yeah. And then off we fucking go to the goddamn museum. Real quick, before I put this thing in drive, I want to make sure the headlights are off until we get like a block out, and then peering at that pancake shop. Do I see anyone looking at us from within?
No, it's fairly empty. There's a big tractor trailer that had recently pulled up. Looks like you can see through the windows. He's the one waitress there is being taken up as she's filling this big carafe for this guy. Only two people in there right now. Nobody seems to be paying any attention.
Woo. All right, let's go. And then away I drive.
Okay, so you're going to the museum?
Yep. Going to the museum. Like I said, after we get about a block, I'll hit the turn the headlights on, and I'm going to perfectly maintain that speed limit, hit all the blinkers, obey all traffic laws.
Sure. Not a problem. There's actually several crazy drivers out already that the police are more engaged with. So you slide by. Just how close to the museum do you get as far as parking?
We need to stay like a block out, guys, I think. What do you think?
Great. Siphon the gas out of the car to use for flame for an accelerant.
Wait,
Huh?
do we need to?
Don't we need this
Oh,
car
yeah.
to go to critical gas?
Don't you got some booze left?
Oh. You're right.
No. My hey, that's mine. This is off limits, guys. Let's be
Okay.
reasonable. We'll siphon it out of another car there.
Okay, that's fair, actually. Siphon in someone else's car.
Do we have a tube and a bottle?
Hold on. Downs the rest of the Johnny Walker. Hands you the empty bottle.
All right. We can just cut the cooling tube off the car.
No, we need that. We need this to work when we drive away.
This car, the car that we're siphoning the gas off.
Oh my
There's
god.
some toolboxes in the back of this van that you noticed when you came in through the back door there, Brick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
There
ignore
we go.
that for a minute, and I'm gonna go rifle through those toolboxes, see what I got.
Sure, apparently this guy's a plumber. Lots of plumbing tools. You do have some pipes, various sorts in here. Lots of plumbing equipment, that sort of. You actually also find some some coveralls. It's got the little logo of the plumbing company.
Ooh. How many sets?
No.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we'll wear that into critical gas.
Okay, that's fine. How many sets?
Roll a d6.
You do it, Brick.
Brick got that lucky roll there when he broke into the van, so I'm giving you
Fuck.
one, unfortunately. Just one clean set.
No,
You find a
guys.
couple of dirty ones that are stashed in a bag.
Oh, I want to take
Oh.
a set of those dirty ones,
Yeah.
and I'm going to cut the
Smells
logo.
like open sewage.
That's
I'm putting a
fine.
clean one on.
I am not putting either of them on. I'm cutting the little logo patch off the front of it, and I'm going to leave it in a bush outside of the window we're about to climb in.
Oh.
Helping small businesses everywhere. Delta Green, folks.
Okay, then I'll see what some of that pipe and tubing, see if I can find something we could use for siphoning out some gas.
Yeah, there's some long, flexible tube in there.
Okay. I'll hand the empty whiskey bottle and the tubing to Kato. This is your little red wagon here, man. You got to push this shit.
Oh. All right. And then I just go search for a car that seems to not be well attended and just stealthily steal some gas.
And we'll say there are several cars around the place that you guys chose to park. Just like a parking lot near.
All right. And I only fill up like half the how much would the bottle contain?
It's a liter.
Yeah, I just fill it halfway up, maybe 3/4, not to take all the gas.
Yeah, that's not much. I mean, liter of gas.
Yep.
Half a liter if you're only doing it half full.
Yeah. So I fill it up and then meet them at the window where we're going to drop the patch.
All right. So the museum has these. They're not quite floodlights, but they're these lights that are kind of pointed. They're on the ground and they kind of point at the museum. It's the only lighting around, but they are kind of like. I think of them as like small floodlights. So they are pointed at the name of the museum. So they're slightly above, like where the entrance doors are. They're fairly bright and do illuminate that area. But other than that, it's fairly dark. You don't see any lights on inside. We're at about 9:30 now. It's been dark for about half an hour.
Okay. I say we wear the plumbing outfits and just go straight in. That way we give plausible deniability to the plumbing company.
Or we could just move around the back of this place, come along the side of it, hopefully out of any light, and move into the window there. Can I see the window that we climbed out of earlier?
Yes, you do. Actually, it is still cracked because if you remember, that room had an awful smell in it. They're trying to air it out.
Perfect. Well, what's the plan of attack, guys?
Go in, drop all the gasoline on the case, light it on fire, leave.
How are we're going through the smashed window?
The cracked open window.
Yeah.
Well, do we all want to go in?
We can send one of us in then. Who wants to go? I can't go because they recognize me. Or I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, you don't think anyone's here. You don't see any cars right outside of the museum, and you don't see any lights on through any of the windows.
On a scale of 1 to sneaky, I am not.
I am 50. Oh.
That sounds like we have a winner.
All right.
Unless you want to, Doc.
No, I'll stay out here and keep watch. I got these hands. They're shaky these days. Yeah, you don't want me going in there doing it.
All right, Kato. Here's the fucking patch. Stick that in the bush under the window. What you go into?
Sounds perfect. And then you guys got lighter on you. I'm assuming you do, Brick, because you smoke.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just take you later.
Who doesn't at this time?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably super common to have a lighter, whether you smoke or not. Same with like a pocket knife and things like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, do you need me to stealth my way in, or?
You're just going to roll through the cracked window? No, you can just go ahead and do. The lights in the room are off when you get inside. Pause for a moment listening. You can hear the air conditioning unit chugging along, but other than that, you don't hear anything.
All right. And then I go to the case that they described to me where the sluggy lug was and start dumping the gas on it.
Okay. Do you want to look for the slug, or are you just going to assume it's there and start dumping the gas?
Is it there? I'm going to look first. I'm not about to waste my time.
All right. Okay, so you don't see it right away. I mean, it is a dark room. You didn't say you were bringing any kind of light or turning any kind of lights on.
You're right. No. So I just don't see it in the glass because it's just too dark.
It's just too dark. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
You see the glass, and you see the little podium that it's on. But it's just too dark to see if there's anything. Especially since these things are kind of clear, kind of snot-like to begin with.
Okay. I'm just gonna make a trail of gasoline to that from the podium to the window, and then just lighting it on fire. I'm not staying in there for long.
All right. So, are you dousing the podium?
Yeah. We'll douse the podium, like quarter of it, and then use the rest of it to make a trail. Then just light it on fire and drop off the patch.
Okay. So Kato rolls out of the window just after a couple of minutes, and he strikes a match, or actually probably flicks his bic. Trail of gas leading in, drops the patch in a nearby shrub.
Let's go.
Okay, we all pile back in and speed away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in the background, you can see through the window of that room that it's starting to get a little bright in there. Looks like the fire's caught.
All right. Critical gas is it? Oh, wait. Do we know where critical gas is?
Yeah, you've already done the research. You know where it is.
I was going to say we could just stop at any phone booth and grab the phone book, and if not.
All right. Critical gas it is.
Away we go.
Do we have a way to get in case there's security?
Yes, I have a key.
Oh, how?
It's called a knife.
I was gonna say, or like all the wrenches sitting in the back, we could just like knock someone else out with.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay, so you drive. It is in Port Hueneme, so it's a little bit of drive. It's about 30 minutes. You locate the building. It is on. It's basically on a block. It's two-story building. The other things nearby, it looks like it's like a little medical park. So next door is a DME, durable medical equipment provider. So they do things like oxygen and stretchers and walkers, that sort of thing. On the other side is a pharmacy, and then just like right on the corner is critical gas. Two-story affair. Lots of brick, lots of glass. There are some lights on inside. Top floor. Looks like a couple of offices have lights on. There is one car. It's a little green Pontiac that's parked in the front parking area.
Is that
according to the hours on the front glass? They closed about an hour ago.
That's for critical gas. What about that pharmacy?
Yeah, Newland's Pharmacy. There's nobody in the parking lot. If you just do a drive-by, you can see their hours in the window. So they closed at 6. So they closed it quite a while ago. Same with the DME company on the opposite side. They also closed about 6. Critical gas closed at 8.
So we could break into critical gas and then afterwards burn down critical gas or the drugstore. Keep with the arson theme.
We don't necessarily have to burn. If we only light things on fire for the places that we're going, it'll leave a pretty solid trail.
Yeah.
So why don't we? This is going to be kind of out there, guys, but why don't we not burn anything down here unless we absolutely have to?
Sounds fine on me.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's park kind of around the back side of that pharmacy.
Okay, there's actually a fairly large parking lot back here by the pharmacy. No cars in it currently.
I'll park as close to the pharmacy as I can get.
Yeah, you can park right there in front of the pharmacy if you want to.
Yep, let's do that. And then we'll just walk on over to Critical Gas and see what we got.
Hey Matt, why don't you roll me just the luck roll there?
Sure. Just D100?
D100. Tell me if it's high or low.
It's low. I'm not lucky.
Okay, so are you guys approaching Critical Gas from the front entrance, or are you trying to get around the rear? The rear of it actually, there's a couple of alleyways. So like these three buildings are kind of all crammed together. There's alleys, but so the back really isn't accessible unless you hop a fence and get into that alley. Front is easily accessible though.
Let's go with the path of most resistance.
Yeah.
Front doors it is.
No. Back door. Path of most resistance.
Yeah, let's go hop that fence in the back.
It's just a slat wood fence, easy enough to hop. The alleys back here, there's, these garbage cans are back here. Each of the buildings has a steel door rear end. And you do see like down between the pharmacy and Critical Gas, there actually is a little gate. Looks like that's where all the trash is picked up.
All right.
All three buildings are 2 stories tall, and so you've got fire access, with your fire stairs back here.
Let's take that fire exit, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so you want to go up 1 level, and you're going to try and get into Critical Gas from the 2nd floor?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you hop up, climb the fire escape. It doesn't make that much noise. It looks like these buildings are all fairly new, so everything here has been well oiled, well maintained. So you get to the back door, rear door of this is not the room that had the light on, as far as you can tell. You're looking at the back of it. There's no windows back here, so you're just got a plain steel door, steel safety door.
Does any of us have lock picking something?
Let's try the door. I'm going to try the door. Is it locked?
Yes, it is locked.
I will turn to Brick.
I don't have lockpicking stuff. And if this is a steel safety door, I'm not forcing this thing. Let's head down to the ground level and see what we can find there then.
Ground level has, again, it's another steel safety door at the back end. It's the only entrance back here. Yeah, looking at all these buildings, they all look to be similarly built: brick, steel, concrete, glass, and they all have these steel. Now you're talking about an area that deals with stuff that junkies might want. So they've given some thought about security.
Yes, I know this quite well.
What we could do is, unless we plan on breaking down the doors, tomorrow, come here. I can use some bureaucracy to see if I can make myself some state official that is coming for a routine inspection.
Well, don't we want?
I will say you do
Guys.
have again a bunch of tools in the back of the van.
Yeah.
Probably
have crowbars and wrenches and all kinds of things back there. I was going to say, guys, do we really want to come back here in the day and try and talk to them? We want files. We want to dig up some dirt on these guys.
Yeah, I
don't wanna
agree
talk
with
to
that.
them.
Yeah, I agree with
Go
that.
for that.
So what's the plan? Do we try and force the doors back here, or do we try and go in, see what this front is like, and try and go in through the front?
I say we try to tear down the fire escape door.
Let's get a crowbar out of the back.
Okay. And I'll see if I can wedge it the fuck open.
Yeah,
Are
that'll
the
work.
hinges on the inside of the building or on the outside?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are the hinges on the inside of the building or the outside?
Oh no, they're on the inside. Yeah, these are security doors, so hinges inside.
All right. Brick, you're going to... hey, Jeff, thanks for dropping by. All right, Brick, you're going to try and pry it open. I'll stay watch. Kato, what are you gonna do?
Also stay watch.
Okay, I'll watch the back. You watch front.
Sound cool.
Tell
Okay,
me
I
where
got
you
this.
guys are placing yourselves as far as are you making any attempt to stay hidden while you're watching, or
Oh, yeah.
are you going to put yourselves in plain sight?
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna try to be hidden. I'm gonna be under the fire escape, and kind of like
So in the alley, then.
in the
Okay.
alley, but like amongst like I don't know if there's a dumpster back there, but like garbage cans
Next to
and
the garbage where you belong.
yeah, right. And I'm gonna reach in my pocket. I'm gonna take a cocktail of pills that I stole from the hospital and throw those in my mouth and get ready for some action. Doc's just back there shaking. He's on a high.
I'll probably like. Is there a way for me to be in the front but inconspicuous while I can still see Doc?
It depends on how close you want to be. If you want to cross the street, there's a couple of bars that are still open. This is pretty humid, hot weather, so some people are just sitting outside on lounge chairs having some drinks. It's not directly across, but you could see the front of Critical Gas if you wanted to.
I don't think you guys need me to acquire the files, right?
No, Brick and I can do that.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go
We can get into trouble on our own, and you can
Right.
bail us out.
Yeah, you burnt the last place down. We can, steal some files from this place.
All right. So I'll go chill at the bar and just get a couple drinks. Not too much, nor get me inebriated, but just some drinks.
Sure. Yeah, interesting note in the rules: using hard drugs or stimulants actually have a beneficial side effect if you're trying to stave off exhaustion.
Really?
Doc knows what he's doing. He hasn't slept for 4 days.
That's how he's staving off those penalties from exhaustion, right there. Drugging up. All right, good enough. So then it's up to you, Brick. Let's see if you can open up this steel safety door. You got a good crowbar on you. Actually, you probably crowbarred a couple of wedges you found back. So why don't you make me a test on, let's see. Let's do a strength check at ×5. So you're going to try and make your rating or less.
Make my rating what?
So like when you make a test on an attribute, you've got a ×5 rating. So whatever your attribute is ×5, it should already be on your sheet. So just click on that and let's see if you make it for a strength check.
Whoa,
Yeah, that's a success.
There we
any
go.
way you put it.
Rick.
Yeah, I mean, wedge that crowbar in, get a couple of good yanks on it, and you basically rip the lock out of the hinge. You pause for a moment. That did make some noise, but not bad. And no,
Okay.
you don't hear any alarms going off.
I'll cough when it makes a noise.
All right.
Cover it up.
All
All right, so I see that. I'm down below, right? So I obviously hear it. I see Brick probably gives me a signal.
Yeah, you cringe in a minute because it's definitely like the squeal of metal on metal. But it was brief. It was quick. No change in anything. Everything seems good.
I'm going to scurry up that fire escape and meet up with Brick up top at the steel door.
Okay.
All right. You guys are in. Meanwhile, across the street, you're sitting outside with a nice drink in hand, Kato, picking up one of the outside stalls. You notice there's a police cruiser that is going through the neighborhood, spotlighting some of the alleys. Takes a drive by the medical block, again spotlighting the alleys, looking around, but doesn't seem to stop. You note the time. It's 9:40. Actually, half-hour drive, so it's like nearly 10 o'clock.
Kato, ready your anti-tank gun. We might need it.
I left it at the hotel.
You guys find yourself in a dark room. There are enough things, like there's some lights coming off of a phone system that are blinking in the corner. You see an electric clock that's got some lights on. There is a couple of other gadgets around. You're not exactly quite sure what they are, but they're blinking. It's giving off enough ambient light that you can kind of see your way in this room.
I know it's not super common for this time, but are there CCTV cameras that I can see?
You're looking for? Oh, sure. You look at the corners of the room. There don't appear to be any cameras in this room anyway.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do
The
little
door,
B.
the door out of this room has got one of those kind of glass squares about eye level with a little like the chicken wire in the middle of it, and you see out in the hallway. And so, the hallway's dark except for a couple of rooms are shedding light into the dark in the hallway, and you actually see the light interrupted every now and then, probably from someone moving around in one of the rooms. So just a straight hallway out of this room.
I'll point at it to Brick and shake my head
I'll
and take out the wrench and hand it to him.
I don't need your wrench. I've got the crowbar.
Oh,
You keep the wrench.
okay.
All right. So there's nothing of. We're not in any kind of file room here, right?
No, not at all. It looks actually. You've probably seen these often enough. It looks like this room actually has got a bunch of heavy duty battery backup. So they've got some critical stuff running here that they have the need for a backup unit.
Okay.
Other than that, it just seems to be an office.
Let's move out, I guess, and see if we can find something that looks like it would have the information we want.
Sure, you're trying to do this quietly or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me stealth rules then.
I'm sorry, Brick. How are you at stealth? Because I'm not good.
Stealth. Oh, yeah, I'm bad. You and I are the same. Oh.
Oh my god.
So you open the door into the hallway and you're trying to shush each other, and you guys kind of trip into each other, spilling both of you out into the hallway as you roll onto the floor. As Brick there rolled 93, which is
Oh man.
You guys immediately hear from a doorway just a couple of doors away from where you are in the darkened hallway. Who's that?
I'll go.
Hey, Shane, is that you?
Yeah.
Guy wearing glasses. He's got a little male pattern baldness going on, but he's got a phenomenal mustache and handlebar mustache. He just kind of leans his head down the hallway, looking around right to left. And, well, he sees you guys on the floor.
I charge him.
All right, so, initiative order is Dex order. So what are your guys' Dex score?
Shane's dead. Dex, I have, is it the first or the times 5? It's the first one?
Yeah, first one.
11
10.
for me.
Okay, the guy ducks back into the room and slams the door.
He's got a higher Dex than us?
Must be. The door, is it locked?
Oh, you, on your action, you want to rush up and rattle the door? Yes, he has locked it.
Is there one of those glass mesh
Yes, you can see
panels
inside,
so we can see him in there?
and he is heading for a phone.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit.
I put the crowbar through the fucking window.
All right, yeah. You smash a crowbar through the window, and you hear him going, "Oh my god, all right!" And he's grabbed the phone, and he's dialing, and he's looking back. What do you do?
Do I have that pistol on me still? I don't remember.
Let me think. You somebody lost a pistol at the hospital.
That would be me. Okay, I lost the pistol.
Yeah.
Can I
I don't have a firearm.
Can I get my arm in to unlock the door?
Ooh, tricky.
Terminator style.
Make me a dex check, unless you've got some kind of odd what would you call it? What would the name of that skill where you're contortion, which I doubt you have. So just give me a dex roll at ×5. Let's see if you can.
Oh man. Oh.
No, but you're thinking like, hey, if I can use this wrench, I can get a little bit more room. Maybe I can reach it that way. So it's you think you can. It's gonna take an action or two. Meanwhile, he is at the phone and dialing. What are you doing, Doc?
Do I see any movement coming down the other side of the hallway? Because he called it for what, a Shane?
Yeah, he called out for Shane. Yeah. So the other room, right next to this one, has a light on, but it doesn't look like. Well, you know. Sorry, Cat's knocked something over.
I was gonna say someone just fell out of the chair.
Oh my god, something happened?
That door hasn't been shut, and you don't see anything obscuring the lights. Like there's nothing moving in that room, so you don't think there's anyone in there.
Okay, I've got my wrench in one hand. I'm gonna go over to that door and look in the window.
It's opened, actually. Door's open.
Okay,
it's lights on, and there seems to be some kind of test taking place. There's almost like a plastic incubator that you maybe have a preemie in, or maybe like a chicken incubator, if you want to think of that. And there's some gas being filtered into it. There's a bunch of monitors going. You don't see anyone in here. This guy's apparently running some kind of experiment.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there and close the door.
All right, Brick, if you're gonna keep trying to get that door open, you stick your hand with the wrench in. The wrench is just barely enough that you can grab the door handle. So give me another deck. You only have to do this at easy this time.
All right. Yes.
Okay. Get the door latch open, and you hear him on the phone. Police! Critical gas, 16 and Elm. I've got intruders. Oh my! They're in the room.
I go and I grab the phone and I rip it out of his hand.
Okay. You do that. He is backing up and he is rifling through his lab coat for something.
Oh no!
I punch him in the face.
All right. Well, technically he has Dex on you, so you're going to punch him in the face, and he's going for a handgun. So.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Why did I give you guys my gun?
So here's what we're going to do, Chuck. Why don't you go ahead and you give me an unarmed combat test, and he's going to do the same. If you get higher than him, you do damage to him before he can pull that trigger. If he gets higher than you, he is going to have that gun in play.
All right, here we go.
Oh. Is there any kind of like pushing a roll or using luck or something like that to reroll in this game, or is that it just stands?
No, he just stands. There's no push and rolls.
Sorry, Brick.
Man, you guys.
Oh, he critically failed.
Oh.
You just failed, but he critically failed. So there's this kind of slap fight going on. The crit fail is even though you're not able to really render him down or do damage to him, but the gun does drop out of his hand as he's trying desperately to get it up and to pull the. So you guys are kind of face off. You both look down. The gun is exactly midway between you. Doc, what's your action?
So I'm in the other room and I close the door and I'm watching. I'm watching through
experiment going on.
Yeah, I'm watching kind of through the window a little bit, see if there's movement or if I see this Shane fella. As I'm doing that, I'm going to be watching back and forth between the window on the door and whatever the hell's going on here. So what do I see? Just kind of glancing back and forth.
All right. Well, Brick and this guy, this scientist, possibly, are now both kind of sizing each other up, and they are both looking down at the floor where there's a gun. Just
Gotcha. So I can see. I can see through my door into that room. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna dash in that room and try to scoop the gun up off the floor if I can.
Woo! All right. That's gonna be a rough one. You've got to cover some distance, and then you've got to kind of get in there to get the gun. So I tell you what.
Yes.
Go ahead and make me a dex roll. This is not going to need to make this at hard.
Ooh, I got you, Brick. Nope, I don't.
Yeah, that's a critical failure. Actually, you rolled 77 above your value of 50. All right. All right. Well, so help me out with the scene. So you're trying to run from one room into the other. There's this face-off going off here between your buddy and this guy with the gun in the middle. You charge into the room. You probably trip over something and go flying. What does that look like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go running in there, and I'm gonna say that maybe there's the desk chair is sitting slightly out from the desk, and I charge in there, and I stumble and fall and trip over the chair, and I come crashing down onto the two of them.
All right, so it can't be helpful though. Can't be helpful.
And
with a
I
critical
land
fail.
on top of Brick, essentially pinning him.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Brick, you're knocked. New round, his dex is higher, so he scoops up the gun, grabs it, and holds it over both of you guys. Don't move! I'm not afraid to pull this trigger. I've already called the police. It's probably best if you guys just both clear out of here.
All right, man. All right. I'm not trying to get shot. I didn't want to hurt you.
Look, the pharmacy's next door. We don't keep any drugs in here, guys. Nothing. We just have. Okay, well, I guess we got some happy. No. The drugs are next door.
I don't want your drugs, man. I need to talk to someone about those fucking kids.
Okay. You got any kind of persuasion-like skills? You got any talkie-talkies?
Probably not. Oh, I got really low persuade, but I am trained in it.
All right. Yeah, if you're trained in it, give me a roll.
Oh, man.
Okay, it's a failure, but it's not a crit failure. Okay. Well, what kids? There's no kids in here. Look, despite what the papers say, we don't do experiments on kids. All right? What,
I'm
newspaper man?
I'm going to interject. Say, it doesn't matter who we are. I saw what's going on in that room. You need to explain. You don't want to know the people we work for. So what we're going to do to you.
You got any persuasion skills yourself?
I do.
Give me a roll.
Oh man.
Apparently you hit a nerve when you said you saw what's going on next door. As he obviously kind of stops, and his kind of blathering at you apparently might have been an act. As he all of a very sudden that gun hand gets very steady, points dead into the center of your head, Doc, and under much more control it says, "You have no idea what's going on here. Who are you from?" Meanwhile, across the street,
LAPD,
enjoying his second cocktail, Kato, you're marking the time to see if maybe that what the patrol on that car is like and how often that patrolman comes by, and you see him take off after a while, and then a few minutes pass, and then he comes back, but his sirens are on this time.
Damn it. How's Kato gonna do this? Is there much cover around the critical gas place?
It's kind of at the front of a city block here, so not a lot. I mean, there's some cars, and it's mostly dark on the street. You've got the street lamps, but there's not really any light near the businesses that are closed. So, sort of.
Okay.
Not great, but there's some.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, when I see their sirens starting coming down the street, before like they get in the area where like everyone in the bar is starting to notice them, I'm slunk out of the bar, throw down some payment. Just throw on my payment, and then try to see if I can like stealth at a hiding behind a car, so I'm obscured from most people's sights, including onlookers and the police.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna wait for the police car to pull up past me, and then I'm shoot at the police car.
Oh, what? This is turning into Grand Theft Auto.
The police car comes to a screeching halt in front of critical gas, and its floodlights come on. The one officer gets out, and he's kind of moving the floodlight over the front of the place. One officer has come out, and he's got a shotgun. You still want to take a shot at the car?
Yeah.
Remember the nature of this game, fellas.
I know. So I'm like, do I wanna? You know what? No, I'm gonna wait for them to get in the building first. Then I'm gonna shoot at the car, and then I'm gonna hide underneath the car that I'm currently stealthing behind. That way, they
all right.
see where the shot came from, but they're on edge outside the building.
Okay, so here's how this plays out. One of them stays and works the floodlight over the building, the front of the building. He doesn't see anything outside. They seem to be conversing. One guy is going towards the front door slowly, kind of crouched down, holding a shotgun. The other guy is covering him with his pistol, but keeping the floodlights around. And they're trying to see if there's any kind of break through the front door or anything like that. But they're just kind of slowly approaching. You can hear the radio from the police car going off, saying something, but you're a little too far away to hear.
Actually,
go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot the floodlight.
Oh, nice.
I have a. Do you need me to do the shooting stuff? Shooter ups?
Don't critically fail.
Yeah, so you are doing a called shot, essentially, okay? So you're doing a called shot to the target isn't that small. So let's see. I will give
I'm calling it now. He misses and hits the cop.
it's going to be a minus 20% penalty, okay?
Okay.
It's going to make it a hard shot, but you can take a turn to aim, which will negate the penalty. It gives you a plus 20%.
Oh, I'll definitely take the turn. Slow and steady is the name of the game. Sure. Take a turn to just steady myself.
You take a breath. You lay your hand across the car to steady your hand. You take a moment. You line up your shot. Let's have the shot. It's at normal roll. We just need a normal success. Oh my gosh!
No, come on! No.
All right. So we're going to break this action and go back to the other room. The scientist now with less trembling in hands and just a complete change in psychology, motions with the gun very slowly, still pointing it at you. Doc tells you, stand up. Both of you stand up, put your hands over your head, march out the door.
All right, I listened to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna comply for now.
Turn, get back into that room that you saw the experiment running.
Oh man, he's gonna turn us into something unnatural.
Oh,
I said move! You hear him click the hammer back.
Oh yeah, moving.
Yeah. Moving along.
You entered the room. You scruffy piece of shit, talking to Doc.
Yeah. What?
Grab that tube. That one right there. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Inhale.
Is there liquid in it or is it gas? What's in it?
Some kind of gas.
I'm going to grab it, and as I start to put it towards my face, I want to hurl it at him.
Ooh, okay, so the tube is attached to is attached to a cylinder that's been pumping the gas into this little incubator like thing. So I'm thinking so sure, you can reach out and grab the cylinder and throw the whole thing at him. You want to try that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting thing here, okay? I will say that will be surprising to him. Brick or Chuck is here as well, so you're going to actually have to kind of sidestep so that you miss Brick.
Oh no, critical
so we're
failure.
Going to do a contested roll here. We're going to see if he shoots you before you can throw this thing at him, okay? He's a little distracted.
Man.
Otherwise, I would just let him have it. Now, I'm gonna inform you of something here. He does know his way around guns, and this would be considered to be very short range for a handgun, which means there is a substantial bonus to shooting someone that's very close.
Oh man.
What I'm going to have you do is go ahead and you're going to give me an unarmed combat roll as you're going to hurl this. And he's going to try and shoot you. Catch you surprise as well, Brick. All right, so it's hurled.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
Okay, you're shot. Yeah, so shot rings out. He wings you.
Brick!
As he shoots, I want to try and grab the guy.
That seems fair. You go ahead and give me an unarmed combat roll. He's taking his action to fire, so he can't dodge. So let's just have the roll.
There we go.
That's a success, no matter how you put it. Okay, so you're going to do some damage to him. Well, actually, what is your intent? Are you going to try and knock him out, or are you just trying to take him to the floor?
I'm I want to try and knock him out.
Try and knock him out. So we're just going to do some damage to him then.
Okay.
What's your strength rating?
Oops. Come back here. My strength, the score is 15.
15. It says a +1. So roll a d4 +1 in damage. Actually, you know what? You still he didn't tell you to drop the wrench.
Oh, then I'll club him in the face with this damn wrench.
You still have the wrench, sure. I'll let you have the wrench.
What is that?
Yeah, let me look that up real quick. Let's call that like a nightstick. So it's a d6 damage.
Is that still the +1?
No, it's you only get the +1 if you're doing bare hand. So it's
Okay.
just a d6.
Ooh, there we go.
Nice.
Okay. That knocks him to 2, which means let me make him some rolls here. He may.
I might
Man.
also. You might be carrying Doc out of here.
44. Okay, yeah, that's a crit fail. So yeah, he goes out. He's unconscious. And speaking of people that are bleeding,
Yes. How much damage do I
take a
take?
d8 damage. You can roll it. You can roll that damage on yourself.
Get to roll my own fate, huh? Thanks, Bert.
Oh.
Flesh wound.
Oh,
Flesh wound.
man.
Grazing wound. So that happened, and as you guys are catching your breath, not believing your luck, you guys hear a gunshot fire out from outside, breaking the stillness of the night yet again.
God.
I mutter.
Now,
As I
see,
clench
something
my-
else happened during all this. You
Kato.
did hurl that canister of gas at this guy, and so it missed him. He ducked, and it's in the corner, and the gas is just filling up the air in this room.
Let's get out of here, Bert.
Let's go.
Or, Brick.
Yeah, fucking book.
What's going on in this room, though? I've already inhaled it. Go, Brick. Get out. I'll investigate. I'm
No.
already dead.
Oh.
So back outside, shot goes wild. You do not hit the floodlight. The police officer that's got the flood immediately turns it in the direction of the sound. Make a luck roll. Kato, just say high or low. I use luck a lot because I like to not presuppose a situation. I just let luck run a lot of things. So high or low.
I'm gonna go low. No,
He pinpointed the sound. You are highlighted in a floodlight. He picked exactly the car you were hiding under or near, and you were braced on the hood to get that shot off. So you're like a deer in a headlight.
Oh no!
His friend turns around, pumps the shotgun. He's already got his gun out. What's your dex?
My dex, I believe, is only a 10.
A 10?
I think. Yeah, it's just a 10.
Oh, no.
Okay, shotgun is discharged. The firearm is discharged. You're gonna get some cover from the car, though. You're gonna get some cover from the car. Let me look at something here real quick. Where's my cover charts?
Man, we are bad at our jobs.
This is why I should have brought the anti-tank rifle. Of all times to bring it.
Pardon the rules look up here. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right for cover. Give you every chance to be able to live through this.
Hey, at the very least, we can at least pin this on gangs, possibly.
Yeah, us
We're wearing-
as that gang.
Yeah. I'm still wearing my uniform from the
All right,
plumbing
that's
company.
not bad. It's damage reduction then, so that helps. So maybe you'll get off. Maybe you'll get off easy here. Okay. So first of all, the pistol. Roll a d8 for me. I'm going to let you roll your own damage against you. Car's pretty stout, so I'm actually going to give you 4 points of. He hits the windshield. And however, the shotgun 2d10.
Oh, that
Oh,
that
man.
buckshot.
Well,
All right, so how much do you have in hit points?
I only have 12, so I'm dead.
Well, you go down. You do. Buckshot is not going to go through the car as well, but you definitely go down, and we will see what happens to you in a moment. So from the inside, you hear a quick succession of gunshots. There's another single shot, and you hear a boom as a shotgun goes. What are you guys doing?
It's Sean
Oh,
or Shane or whatever his name was. So I tell Brick to get in the hallway,
yeah, I
and
comply.
this thing's spewing gas everywhere, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
What do I see in the incubator? I'm closing the door and going over to the incubator.
Okay, you go inside. You look at the incubator, and there's like some kind of film that is growing on like a petri dish inside. It looks like he was culturing some kind of bacteria. There is a film of kind of snot-like material that's growing
Oh
over it.
no!
Man,
I really want to light a fire.
I think it would be appropriate.
Burn it down.
All right. So I'm gonna go back into the hallway. Open the door. I've been inhaling this gas the whole time. I'm gonna open the door. I'll go back into the hallway. I'll take out one of my bottles of booze that I carry around on me. I'll rip off a piece of the cloth from my coveralls, put it in there, use my lighter, light this thing on fire, Molotov cocktail in the room, close the door.
Did we leave the guy in there?
Oh,
Is it gonna blow up the gas?
You left the guy in there, and okay. Here's what happens.
Oh man.
Well, first of all, I will give you a slight hint as to what happens as you prepare your Molotov cocktail and you flick your bic, and instead of this sputtering little flame that comes out of the bic, it almost is like a foot long bit of greenish tinted flame that is coming out of your bic. You still want to light the Molotov?
No. I don't want to kill Brick and I in an explosion. Okay, I'm gonna tell Brick what I saw in there. I'm gonna be freaky. Like Brick. There's more of that stuff in there.
Okay.
I don't know if they're growing it, they're culturing it. I don't know where it's coming from. It's in here. It's critical gas. Critical gas is at the core of all of this.
Okay. We gotta burn this place down, man.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do. Run to the end of the hallway. Go to the room where the battery backups were. Light the fucking Molotov. Throw it in. We're gonna dive out the back door.
We're on the second floor.
You know what? That's better than a fucking explosion.
How high up are we? How high is the second floor?
Most floors are like 10 to 12 feet, so about 10 to 12 feet.
We got this.
Okay, we might break our ankles, but okay. I'm also bleeding profusely, even though it's a flesh room.
Again, I will remind you that the room that has the battery backup and everything is also the room that has the door going right to the fire escape. So it's right there.
Let's get on the fire escape and toss it in.
Okay. What about the files? Do we have files? Or we just get out of here? There's gunshots. Brick, there's gunshots. Get out of here.
Let's just fucking go.
That's where you hear.
Forget the fire. Okay.
All right, Khalil, let's see what the fate of Kato is here, okay? Well, first of all, the first thing you have to do is roll me a contest. So
The Ballad of
your
Kato.
Constitution, make me a roll on it. On a normal success.
Sweet Kato. We barely knew you.
Oh, you did. You made a normal success. Okay, so you fall unconscious. That's probably the best outcome of this that could happen. You fall unconscious and you're going to need some medical treatment, but you're not dead. You're unconscious with two police officers closing in on your position, one holding a shotgun that he's pumped and got another shell in the chamber. The other one has got his flashlight out now and his handgun, and he's approaching. You guys are on the second floor coming out of onto the fire escape as you chuck a Molotov in. So what was the Molotov made out of? It was the remains of your rum? Whiskey?
Yeah, whiskey, scotch or whiskey, whatever it was I had. Because we had Johnny Walker that was given to us.
All right. So you would know that alone, that's probably would not be enough to burn the place down. But with that gas still going in the other hallway and how it reacts to flame, probably enough.
Throw it through the door and into the hall.
Sure. Yep. And so at first it's just the normal orange flames, but then you start seeing kind of a green cast come to it, and the flames start getting a little bit higher. Smoke alarms start going off, as do extinguishing systems.
Oh
So
no.
you pause for a moment to see if maybe that is going to foil your attempts, but it seems like the green flame is burning hotter than the integrated fire system can handle. So the water that's beating down on it is just turning to steam before it's putting out the fire. It does not look natural in the least bit.
Okay, down
And I
that
was
fire
inhaling
escape.
it.
All right, so as I was saying, you're at your second level, so you were actually above the level of like the alley fence, and you're seeing down. You see there's a police car that is parked towards the front of critical gas, and so you also see the situation. Kato is down and bleeding on the pavement as two police officers are approaching him.
I think we have to abandon Kato for now.
Mm, yeah.
I don't have a gun. I have a fucking wrench.
I'd say that's protocol here, Brick. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's fucking book it.
Down the fire escape, out the alley, just as there is an incredible explosion as critical gas goes up in a mighty green flame conflagration.
Sorry, Kato.
Okay. I sacrifice. I'll take one for the team.
All right, so are either of your characters immune to helplessness?
I am immune to helplessness.
You're bleeding out. You don't count. Doc and Brick.
I am not. I am immune to violence, but not helplessness.
All right, so let's have both of you guys make a sanity roll. You're leaving a fellow operative and a friend behind to possibly bleed out and die on the street.
I don't know where that is, so I'm going to say I am not immune to it.
It's
I think you
adapt to
took,
insanity.
yeah,
There's the three.
it's
check
adapted
marks.
to helplessness. Yeah. So if you don't have that, go ahead and make me some rolls. Sanity rolls.
Ooh, you did good.
Yeah.
Dude,
not
Doc
so
doesn't
much.
care.
Yeah,
Screw
it's like,
him.
forget Kato. I inhaled some weird shit back there. Let's get out of here, Brick.
All right, so Brick, your roll was, I see it there. So you did not make a normal success. Okay. Let's see. Leaving a friend behind. Roll me a D4. Let's see how badly it hits you. Oh, yeah. You probably have some flashback to serve to service when you had to leave some of your troop behind, knowing that they were probably going to die. So you got that flashback going through your head as you're book.
Man.
Does that put you below any of your thresholds for losing 4 points?
Where under psychological data?
Yeah, if you look at your sanity field, let me pull up a character sheet so we're looking at the same thing. Actually, I'll just pull up Brick.
There you go.
All right, so looking at this, what is your where is your sanity score on here? There it is. Your break point. No, you're far from your break point.
Okay, is that 7?
No, if you look at your sanity, your current's 45, and
okay.
right below it, your break point is 22. So yeah, until you're down to 22, you're okay. So you're at 41 now, unless you've already modified that.
I have not. Okay, cool.
So you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, away we go. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can go steal him out of the hospital later if he survives.
Yeah, steal him. That's the word.
Yeah.
So what's your plan, guys? Oh, and by the way, critical gas just exploded. You're pretty sure it took out more than just that one building.
Well, we didn't get our information, but we stopped them.
Yeah, we stopped them. Yeah, Brick. Who knows what I inhaled back there? Kato's in the hospital. I'm freaking out. You're freaking out. What do you mean we stopped them? At least we stopped them.
Were any of you guys injured previous to this?
Nope.
I wasn't.
First combat we've ever gotten into, and I died.
My I'm down 5. I don't remember why, but my current's 10 out of 15.
Oh, okay. Well, you're at 15.
Oh.
Yeah, that niggling injury, whatever it was called. I was actually, considering what you guys have done, it was probably blunt force. Yeah, feeling better. Feeling
Okay.
better. Those ribs are great.
I saw a deck of cards there momentarily. I thought you were gonna have us draw.
No, that was my fault. I was playing.
Oh man, what
So
do
where
we?
do you guys go? Actually, you feel awesome. Yeah, Brick. I mean, you haven't felt this good in a while. Doc, when you get a moment to reflect as you're running away, this is normally the time where you would definitely be relying on taking some kind of drug to get you through, to keep you mentally stable. You're not feeling it. Don't really feel it. Don't feel a need.
It's adrenaline. It's like we're back.
So where are you running to? You are leaving behind a city block that is, you're hearing sirens, fire trucks coming to the...
As we're running through the alley, I want to peel these coveralls off and throw them in a dumpster.
All right.
We probably need to ditch that van too.
Oh, we're not going near that van.
Yeah.
We're running the opposite direction of the van.
Yeah.
Khalil's laying on the ground bleeding next to the van.
Or the
No,
police.
it's not next to the van. No, you guys parked the van somewhere else.
If we take a look back, are the police more occupied with him or the explosion now?
Oh, no. Once that explosion went off, you're actually not even sure if the police and Khalil Kato, we're not killing Khalil tonight. We might kill Kato. You're not even sure if they survived the blast. I mean, the whole block is on fire.
Shit. Doc, do we need to circle back?
No. Is there a phone booth nearby?
Sure, they're everywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna go to a phone booth. I'm gonna look at the street signs and where we are, whatever they are, and I'm gonna look for the nearest YMCA shelter.
Nice. Sure, you find one. It's a few blocks down. This is actually a pretty good neighborhood. So yeah, it's a few city blocks down in the opposite direction of the fire.
This is where Doc would normally go hang out. Brick, I got an idea. Let's go hang out at a shelter. Let's lay low. Let's get off the streets. We don't. So
Okay.
Let's maybe let's beat each other up a little bit, and let's go to the YMCA. There's one around the corner.
Okay. You guys do that. Khalil.
Yes.
Roll me luck. Higher. Again, I love using luck to let chance let chance rule.
We're gonna go with high.
Gonna go with high.
Son of a! Come on!
Oh,
Just give me 6 more.
Okay, you guys make it to the YMCA. There are a few cots open. You guys are a little older than their usual. Usually they take runaway teens and young men. Young men. They don't allow women to stay here. They've got their own shelter. So they're looking at you a little like, okay, especially you, Doc, just your normal clothing that you wear, but they're like, oh, well, we got a few cots tonight. Sure, we can have you stay.
Thank you.
okay.
Right, and people have news reports on. Everybody's gathered around the television watching. Just a few blocks away, the city's burning. It's an explosion and some gas. They're not exactly sure. The reports are coming in. It's some medical equipment manufacturers and some place that does anesthesia. Something went wrong. Big fire. The firefighters are still out there and fighting it. Okay. So we're going to cut for the night for you guys as you are you're holed up in a YMCA not knowing what's going on. Khalil, you wake up. You are in a hospital bed. You come to consciousness. Your whole body hurts. You feel neither. You smell burning, the smell of burning hair, burning skin. And you raise your hands to find out what's going on, and you find that you've got a handcuff around your left hand, left wrist, and the other end of it is clenched around the bed
Ah, okay. Get ourselves out of this one, Kane.
All right, so what do? Morning light streaming through the window. You've been out, you're guessing, all night, several hours. You've got a few tubes that are feeding into your left arm. Eyes are a little blurry. You've got a horrible headache. You seem to be alone in the room. Lights have been turned down. It's fairly quiet, but someone left the drapes in the window open, letting in the morning sunlight.
Okay, so this is more a question that I think Kato would know. Do undercover FBI agents keep their badges on them?
No,
I thought so.
absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trust being able to break out of here easy. And then I would then be incriminating everyone else. So I'm just gonna wait for me to get some police up in here, and then we're gonna go with that stuff.
Remember company protocol, Kato. When in a situation like this, you bite down on the cyanide pill in your phony tooth.
Kato, hours go by. A nurse comes in to check on you, noticing that you're conscious. She adjusts some dressings. Apparently, you've got some burns on your skin. A lot of your hair is burned. She's checking some of the gel that they put in to kind of soothe the skin, checking to make sure you're okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
She nods and smiles, but she doesn't really say anything to you. You kind of get the impression that she's specifically trying to not talk to you. She just if you ask any questions or say anything, she just nods, and that's pretty much it. Nods and smiles. She does bring you a tray of food.
Thank you. Question: how long have I been out?
She gives you that look. Her eyes are kind of startled. She looks around. She says, "I'm not really supposed to talk to you, but you were brought in late last night. She goes over and she looks at some of the machines that are tied up to you. It's like, it looks like you regained conscious about an hour ago, or an hour and a half ago. So I don't know. I mean, you've been out for 8 hours, more maybe. You had a severe concussion and burns when you came in." She's really nervous, and she's looking at the door. She's like, I'm really not supposed to be talking to you.
No, don't worry about it. My superiors will take care of this. Just enjoy yourself, okay?
Oh, okay. It might be kind of a wait. I really can't say anymore, but there's a really bad accident last night.
Yeah.
It might be a while.
I know. I got a little out of control. But as you can see, and I show her a handcuff, can't go anywhere till I sort out this mess. So thank you for being so kind.
Oh, okay. I'm Nurse Nancy. There's a buzzer there on your right there on your right side. I think you can reach it. Yeah, that one. If you need anything, just go ahead and buzz. Okay. It might be a while before anyone comes to see you.
I have all the time in the world. Thank you so much, Nancy, for making me comfortable. Do you mind just raising up the bed a little bit?
Oh, yeah. She's really tentative as she comes close to you, but she kind of reaches out an arm really long so she doesn't have to be very close to you, and then she just hits a button so that your bed moves up a little bit.
Does she have a security card on?
Ooh, yes, left hip.
Okay, I'm not going to use it, but I just want to keep that information to myself. Thank you so much, Nancy.
All right. Yeah, she walks out, and you hear a distinctive click in the door that does tell you that there's some kind of locking mechanism that just engaged.
All right.
Other things you see in this room, you're tied to a monitor. There is actually a phone in the room, but it's strategically placed because obviously they moved it just out of your reach if with that handcuff keeping you to the bed.
Let me look at my skills. I don't think I'd know anything that would knock me out and make me appear dead.
No. And not unless you've got any kind of medical skill. No.
Oh, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait to bullshit my way out of this.
Okay. So you wait a while. I'm gonna cut back. We'll end soon, guys. I just want to get us to a point where I know what's gonna go on next session. You guys wait out the morning. The blaze goes through all night. The firefighters are not able to contain it. The news reports are saying that the water doesn't seem to be containing the blaze, that there's some kind of chemical agent as well. They eventually have to use some kind of a foam agent that does seem to calm everything down. Meanwhile, you guys feel great. Like, you feel great. No aches and pains, pains in your knees from when you guys used to do all the parachute jumps, that just all that grinding over time from the military. You haven't felt this good since your teen days. I mean, really good.
Let's go for a jog, man. This is awesome.
Yes.
Oh.
So good. So good. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Ah! Let's run back to the hotel.
Yeah. All right. I'll race you.
Let's go.
You take an early morning jog. You jog the 12 miles to the hotel, barely breaking a sweat.
We should go to the hospital.
Wait. Does it, other than feeling great, is it affecting our cognitive? Are we in our right mind?
How would you know that?
We wouldn't know that.
Good point. Yeah, good point.
What's the closest hospital?
All you know is that you feel great. I mean, Doc, you haven't gone this long without alcohol or drugs in a decade.
Oh, what did we inhale?
So where are you guys going?
Do we want to go to the closest hospital, see if that's where they took Kato?
Would it be the closest one, or would it be the major hospital, like where they take trauma and patients, high risk patients?
One and the same in the area you are right now.
Let's go to the hospital.
Let's go to the hospital.
All right. There are several police cars that are parked in the front. And as you're going in, there are patients upon patients upon patients sitting in chairs, waiting to be seen. All of them have minor cuts, burns, or the staff look very harried, like they've been doing this all night, and likely have been.
You
still got that?
No.
Okay.
What were you gonna say? Whatever it is, no.
Okay, I was gonna say we could try and do what we did before, where you slip in, try to act like a doctor.
What we carried on us last night is what I have on me.
So a nurse does come up pretty quickly to greet you and just gives you a quick once over and says, "Oh, are you here for family? You seem to be okay."
Actually, I have a blood stain on my arm. Do I not? I have a flesh wound.
Actually, you don't.
Oh no! Oh no! I can look down and go, I was in a fight last night and looked down at my arm and I'm like, oh my god, I'm better. I'm okay.
Yeah, we're looking for
that definitely is going to trigger a sanity check.
Oh man,
yeah, that's fair.
I like that.
Yeah. I was shot last night.
Yeah. Oh man,
but you can't chalk that off to adrenaline.
Yeah, no, I like it. So make a sanity roll.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Okay. 1 point. Yeah, because that's definitely unnatural. There's no way that a bullet hole or a bullet wound could heal that fast.
Lose a point of sanity.
1 point. Yep.
Okay. I'm a man of medicine. This doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, ma'am. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I'm sorry to waste your time. You're very busy here. I apologize.
Oh, okay. Well, if you could just clear the area, then we've got more coming in. It's been a very busy night. We've had so many deaths.
Oh my lord! It must be from that terrible, terrible explosion.
Yeah, she just nods her head and just goes and quickly attends to some other.
Okay, let's exit and let's walk a ways away from the hospital, away from the police officers. And I'll say to Brick, like, we got to find another way in, pal. And what the hell happened to my arm? You saw that I was shot last night. I was shot, and I feel fantastic, and there is no wound.
Yeah, you were. I don't fucking know, man, but you were shot. I feel fucking great. It's that gas, man. Oh, are you gonna turn into one of those slug things?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening here.
We gotta go ahead.
Let's scope out the area. Bert, we want to scope it out and see if there's another way in. Is there emergency entrance where the ambulances pull up?
There is an ambulance entrance. There is also a maintenance entrance that you're seeing.
Maintenance.
Okay, we need to
Right,
get
Brick?
we need to get some scrubs, and we need to get in through that maintenance door, and then we need to make our way through the hospital and see if we can find Kato in there. See if Kato is even alive.
All right, guys. I tell you what, that pretty much sets us up for the next session. Then why don't we call it there?
Yeah.
You guys are trying to get to
Yeah.
the hospital, which you're thinking Kato probably was brought to, considering all the other burn victims and other problems going on in the waiting room.
Okay.
All right. See
This
if
is why
Kato can.
Delta Green hates cowboys.
It wasn't supposed to go this way. It
Oh.
wasn't supposed to happen like this.
Man.
Maybe I overreacted with the gunshot.
Do you think? It was
I love it.
Beautiful.
I love it, though.
I opened fire on the
Keystone
police.
Cops as Delta Green agents. Although I tell you what, it is kind of fitting for the time in the lore, because Delta Green has just become was just officially broken up not that long ago, and it's kind of gone deep underground. And so these first missions that they're just trying to kind of get the network back together were really shaky, and you're definitely showing that.
good. We're not too out of left field here.
I got a game plan to get me out of this, possibly. Ish. I don't know if it'll work, but I think so.
All right. Well, we'll sign it off there, guys. Also, I should have said this at the beginning of the session. So for experience in Delta Green, there's two ways to make experience. You learn things by failing. So every time you make a roll that you fail, or I say the first time you try a roll in a session that you fail, you mark it, kind of like in Call of unlike Call of Cthulhu, you simply get 1 extra % at the end of the session. So if you can recall anything that you rolled and failed, which there were a lot of failures tonight, each of those skills will increase by 1%. To get more than that, you take the approach of downtime, where between scenarios, when your guys are taking a little R&R, you can choose to bone up on skills. You can choose to learn new skills. You basically teach yourself, or you go on extensive training to up your stats and skills. So that's how experience works in this. Small gain from doing things, large gain from taking time, effort, and education to improve yourself.
Well, Brick, we're both getting a point in stealth.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Oh man. Well, I had a lot of fun with this. This was really great.
This was so good. So good.
You guys are great. Yeah. As far as the mission goes, maybe not so great, but as far as entertainment goes, this is awesome.
Yeah. So what? We'll be back on Wednesday.
Next Saturday, if we can do it.
Well, next Saturday for Delta Green, but Notorious DMG will be back. Is it this Wednesday?
Oh, it's Thursday.
No.
Wednesday for Dark Trails. I don't want to say the wrong.
Dark Trails. Wednesday we're going to be doing a play test of the 0 level funnel that will be included in the quick start rule.
Yeah,
And who will be playing with us, Bert?
Oh yes, Mr. David Beatty himself, creator of Dark Trails, will be a player. He's not yet read the scenario that is going to go in his book.
Oh wow. Okay, that's going to be exciting.
And then on Thursday night we have Beyond the Screen, do we not?
Ooh, we do.
Yeah.
The next episode. Khalil, you're going to be on that one. And I think Bert, Chuck, and I are sitting out because we were on the previous one. So we've got a new lineup for this month's episode.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be quite exciting.
Yes.
Right. That was amazing.
It was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah.
Now I can't wait for next Saturday to see if Kato dies. And I need to read more. If Kato can finagle his way through the bureaucracy and, slide some bills and Benjamins here and there.
Let's see how corrupt the system really is, right?
just see how far I could tip these guys off. Ow.
That's going to be great. All right. Well, I think if we're ready, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks to everybody who joined us tonight for this.